Hello, pigeons. Let us speak about DNA. Your body is built from genetic instructions. DNA is a molecule carrying these genetic instructions. This molecule is passed down from parents to offspring. Offspring inherits DNA from both parents. It is inheritance which transmits physical traits. Most human body cells contain a nucleus. The nucleus holds chromosomes. Chromosomes are tightly coiled strands of DNA. DNA acts as a chemical instruction set. Genes are specific sections of DNA. Many genes are found on each chromosome. Genes control specific characteristics. Eye color and blood type are example characteristics. Different genes control different traits. Genes usually operate in pairs. You get one version from your mother. You get one version from your father. Sometimes one version is stronger than the other. We call the stronger version dominant. We call the hidden version recessive. The mixture determines how you look. Human body cells have 46 chromosomes. These are arranged in 23 pairs. Sperm and egg cells carry only 23 chromosomes. Fertilization fuses the egg and sperm nuclei. The fertilized egg contains 23 chromosome pairs again. It holds one gene set from each parent. Genes guide the development of the body. The embryo combines characteristics from both parents. This process is called heredity. Hereditary traits are passed on through generations. DNA has a double helix structure. The double helix structure was solved in 1953. Scientists had studied DNA for decades. Crick and Watson built the first correct model. They relied on data from other researchers. Franklin and Wilkins provided crucial X-ray images. These images revealed a double helix shape. The helix is two strands twisted together. Crick and Watson integrated this information into a model. Their model explained how DNA works. Now, let us think of variation. Variation exists between species. Different species have different sets of genes. Those genetic differences produce differences in form and function. A human is genetically different from a cow. A dandelion is genetically different from a tree. But variation also occurs within a species. Individuals of the same species share most of their genes, yet the individuals show differences. Those differences are called characteristics or traits. Examples include skin color, height, and flower size. Traits have two main sources. They can be inherited from parents through genes, or they can be caused by the environment. Many traits are shaped by both genes and the environment acting together. Variation can be continuous or discontinuous. Continuous variation forms a smooth range of values. Height has clear continuous variation, as do skin tone and the size of leaves. If you plot many heights, you get a distribution. Often this looks like a smooth, bell-shaped curve. We call this a normal distribution. Discontinuous variation falls into distinct categories. There are no intermediate forms between those categories. Human blood groups show discontinuous variation. The possible blood types are A, B, AB, and O. Discontinuous traits are often controlled by single genes. Some courgette varieties show discontinuous color categories. A courgette is either yellow, light green, or dark green, and not a continuous blend. And now to speak about natural selection. Variation allows natural selection to happen. This variation starts with mutations. Mutations are small random changes in genes. Organisms must compete for resources. Resources include food, water, shelter, and mates. Competition occurs within a species. It also occurs between different species. A red squirrel competes with other red squirrels. It also competes with grey squirrels. This competition is for the same food. Individuals with better characteristics compete better. These individuals are more likely to survive. They are more likely to reproduce. Survivors pass their advantageous genes to offspring. Less successful competitors often die young, or they may fail to find a mate. Their genes are not passed on. Useful characteristics become more common over time. This process is natural selection. Consider giraffes and their long necks. Long ago, giraffe ancestors had shorter necks, but neck length varied between individuals. Some were born with slightly longer necks. The population grew too large. Food became scarce. Leaves on lower branches were eaten. Animals with short necks went hungry. Many of them died. But animals with longer necks reached higher leaves. They survived the food shortage. They reproduced. Their offspring inherited the long neck genes. This advantage continued for generations. Eventually, long necks became the standard. Natural selection produced this result. We finish by speaking of extinction. Organisms must compete to survive. Those that cannot compete die out. Extinction means a species is gone forever. No individuals of that species remain. The woolly mammoth is extinct. The dodo is also extinct. Species at risk are called endangered species. Successful organisms are well adapted, but environments can change quickly. Climate change is a major example. A changed environment creates new threats. If a species cannot adapt, it risks extinction. Human survival depends on other species. Humans rely on plants and animals. They provide food, wood, and clothing. They also provide essential medicines. Many medicines come from rare plants. Protecting these species is necessary. Biodiversity is the variety of life on Earth. Ecosystems are interconnected networks. Losing one species affects many others in the network. This creates a domino effect. it eventually affects humans too. Many species remain undiscovered. Unknown species live in rainforests. They also live in deep oceans. If they go extinct, we lose their secrets. We might lose a cure for a disease. Gene banks help prevent extinction. A gene bank stores genetic material. This preserves the recipe for a species. Storage methods differ for plants and animals. Plants are stored as seeds. They are kept in seed banks. They are kept cold and dry. This lets them survive for many years. If a plant dies out in the wild, we can replant it. But animals are harder to store. Scientists freeze sperm and egg cells. These are kept in liquid nitrogen. Scientists can use these cells later. They can create new embryos. A surrogate mother carries the embryo. This helps increase small populations. Gene banks are a backup solution. Preventing extinction in the first place is most preferable. The best method is preserving habitats. Habitats are the places where organisms live. It is clear that we must stop destroying them.